Hey everyone, just getting a few things set up and we'll be starting soon. Alright, got my Genesis M30 controller plugged in. I'm ready to do this right. Let's see here. Gotta start the game. Oh, but it's muted. That's no good. Perfect. Oh yeah. Alright. So we're gonna play some Streets of Rage 4, which just came out today by Guard Crush and Lizard Cube and .emu. I actually played a little bit in advance to get some stuff set up, so I'll make sure to I won't be so terrible in the first 3 stages at least. Yeah. As far as my brawling experience goes, I'm gonna go classic on this. Make sure my input stuff, yeah. Are you guys not getting... Oh, wait. There we go. Sorry about that. Wow, that opening was way cooler with sound, so I'm sorry to deprive that. I want to change off retro too. Trying to mix the sound a little bit higher than usual, since I feel like I'd be doing a disservice to talk over a Streets of Rage soundtrack. But as far as brawling games I've played in the past, when I was starting development on Double Dragon Neon, I played a whole bunch of them, as well as... Yeah, so I played 1 and 2. I've never played 3, so it seems like I'm a good target audience for 4. I played a lot of Neo Geo beat-em-ups. I played the Sengoku 3. I played all those. Me and Shannon played through River City Girls most recently. So I would say I'm pretty up-to-date on modern brawlers. I also really liked Wonder Boy and the Monster's Trap. Or if I'm getting that name right, I always mix them up. Lizard Cube's previous release was really quite good, and it was a fun way for me to experience the game for the first time. So I'm gonna start a new game. I'm gonna go in on hard, give it my all. So let's see. Luckily, I think we can change characters between stages, so we can get some good variety in here. We'll start off with Axel.
Axel Stone.
Do you guys like brawlers? Have you played a beat 'em up recently? Did you play Dragon's Crown? Did you play any of the Vanillaware ones? Do those mostly count, right? Did you play the Dungeons and Dragons re-release on Wii U way back when? And is my mic coming through? Hey, Shark, thank you. Glad you enjoyed Shovel Knight. Make sure my buttons are right. Great. And back hits. Jump attacks. Got it. Oh yeah. Alright. Great. We're all up to speed here. I'll take this apple. I don't even want it. So if you guys haven't played Streets of Rage 4 or a Streets of Rage in a while, I can show you some of the moves that we have. That's the don't jump guy. He will always anti-air you, so you can never jump. But I'm going to do it lots in this game. That's just part of the fun. I do not personally know any the developers that worked on this game. When I was at Bit Summit with Shovel Knight long ago, I did have the opportunity to speak with an artist at Lizard Cube briefly, but it was a very busy show, and I'm sure he would not recognize my face, and that is it. But I love what they're doing. Obviously, we have a great love for classic game sensibilities and how to modernize them and how to shine a spotlight on the kinds of genres we really love. And so it's cool seeing all sorts of companies doing that in all different ways. So we got normal punches. They do auto combos when you auto go through, although the last hit's usually knocked away if you just mash B. We have, if you hold attack and release, you have a stronger, more distant striking move. Has good knock away. If you double tap in the direction and attack, you get a nice special. Or, I don't know, command input. I'm not sure what the formal term is. It's not special because if you press A, you can do a special clear to get characters off you. Or forward and A gives you a more of an offensive push move. In Streets of Rage 1 and 2, those would cost health. And so, since those were arcade inspired. But in this one, you'll notice that I actually have I have green health up there if I use a special, which means I can get my health back by doing normal hits, kind of like a Bloodborne health rally. And so that's lots of fun, since you can kind of ante into a fight a little bit more. You can cash out on an enemy you really don't want to deal with. You can, when the fight is whittling down to an end, you can kind of save one guy, know that you can get right back where you're at. And adds a little bit more risk and reward, which is always fun. I kind of like it more than just having like a meter, just because I already know what that feels like by playing 1,000 fighting games and things like that. It's like, oh yeah, build the meter when it's near top, like spend it, because otherwise you're wasting it. It's fun kind of thinking about, I don't know, in a brawler, you're thinking more about whether the situation is safe or risky. You're trying to like take out the more prioritized enemies or the character that has a weapon, and so risk management and what you're thinking about is like more of a factor versus just like a static meter game where you're gonna get it, you're gonna use it. Oh. Bolster, I'm glad that you checked out the Shovel Knight Gold Amiibo and that it is standing guard over your local collection. It is a glamorous little Shovel Knight statue. We also have, we have back attacks, which are nice, fast, and effective. I'm used to Blaze's back attack, which I think is a much further range sweep. We have grabs. We have switching sides during grabs. Not too different from, there we go, classic Streets of Rage. Save that one. You can do, in the air, you can hold down to do a shallow hit, which is nice, because it, yeah. Oh, oh. He's teaching the new weapon grab mechanic. You can grab weapons out of the air. Just gonna spend my health, because why not? Got Toki right here. That. This game has beautiful, hand-drawn animations. Yeah, there's the hold square power attack. There you go. It's nice for... It seems pretty effective at breaking the police member's shields later on. It's good for beating a weapons holder to the punch, since it just gives you a little bit of extra range. It's pretty good for clearing people away. It's also nice having an extra attack while you're holding a weapon. Oop. But yeah, the flow of this game is just real nice, real on par. It's like a lot of freedom in terms of canceling stuff. I'm not a super Streets of Rage 2 head, so I don't have this game's muscle memory internalized enough to know where it compares, but as someone who just enjoys dabbling in these, it's been a lot of fun. Oh. Too much. I can use a power attack on this knife. Oh, never mind. Electricity will be my power attack. You can also throw and re-grab weapons in the air when they do a bounce. Oh. Perfect. Just as I planned it. The stars under my health that I'm collecting are screen clears effectively. I think I get a better rating if I don't spend any, if you're into that kind of score attack. I'll probably end up using them during the boss though. Yeah, bouncing and catching enemy weapons is great. I love that with some of the characters like Blaze and I think Cherry, you can do your special and it flings the weapon up in the air and then you can catch it right when the special completes. It's like nice and canned, but it feels good having an extra option when you're holding a weapon. Let's see if I can do a bounce. Oh, yeah, that was the end of the durability. I got full health, but this is pretty good. Whoop, nope. You can do techs when you land to kind of do a hard land. That was a bad move on my part. See if I can hit confirm. There we go. I have seen this fight, so apologize if I'm trivializing it. Oops. Let's use a screen clear. Let's do it. Because I want this apple. Whenever you see break appear, that's because I antied health by using a special, and I got it knocked out of me before I got it all back. This means I messed up. You're not the boss. You're not who I want to be juggling. There we go. There. Killed the weakest among you. Promotion, please. No. I mean, this is all falling apart. Right, I can't jump in Z-Depth though. I can only jump on... Does that work? Yeah, that works. Just cash out. I'll hold on to one star for a cool score. Now I get to find out how terribly I did. See, I thought I was doing okay. Well, Casey Jones, I'm glad I could, demo the game like that. I feel. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Let's advance. I'm glad I can. Really like that I can switch characters between stages like that, especially just for. They all play pretty differently, so having that option is very nice. Streets of Rage 4 is out now and has I think a launch discount on most platforms. That's the last time I'll do a direct sales pitch. Meanwhile, back throws all day, every day. Right, he's the don't jump in guy. That's his purpose in life. So Blaze has same inputs, but her power attack, her back hit feels like it has more range anyway. Not sure if that's true. Get used to using that. That's her advanced double tap. She has dragon kicks, which are great because I can use them for evasion too if I'm being really lazy with a boss. That's always fun. I'm playing solo today, but the game is 2 players online and up to 4 players locally. So if you were looking for your next Brawler fix. No, I will always get grabbed and tasered by this enemy. I went to this level like 3 times setting up the stream and it happened every time. Now I have electricity. Now I lost lots of health. Nope. Here we go. Oh man, poor Donovan. No, for me, for me. Whatever. That's enough of that. Really? You guys, it would be so cool to have a Shovel Knight brawler like this. Like giant CPS2 style sprites. You could play as all the knights, fight hundreds of gold armors. Maybe a little golden axe, maybe a little final fight. That'd be so cool. Gotta break this guy's shield. Luckily it's much easier with a weapon. Someone else has to make it though. Our team is kind of on cooldown. A good portion of the initial team of Shovel Knight, we worked on Double Dragon Neon together. So I think we're kind of still a little beat 'em up out in terms of genres we want to explore. I will destroy all vending machines in the vicinity. And arcade cabinets. Alright. Nope, nope. Definitely don't want to be between two shield users. I think. Up. I think the power attacks are pretty effective. Yeah. Maybe not. It's 1, 2, 3. He will get his shield back, so I want to make sure I'm putting it to work. There. That's enough of that. What you got there? Is that a taser? That's right. I'm sorry, there's definitely a much wider breadth of combos you can do in this, but it's also, I'm liking what I can put together at least. Maybe on my first day. Overcommitted there, but luckily I have a taser. Ooh. Chuggy back attack. This fight is optional, but I'm gonna do it. No matter how long it takes. Oh yeah. Let's go see the commish. That was a big whiff. No, 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 no. No. Operation get to that turkey. No! Not falling for it. I am falling for it. Wow, Operation Get to That Turkey was a huge failure. I heard that the painter in King of Cards does something special to redo the painting a bunch of times. That is true. If you keep requesting revisions after the painting is complete, then you will be granted something unique. Ugh. Okay. Something unique about this game is also your extra lives don't carry over between stages. They're kind of more encapsulated challenges. So if I can just do this, I'm at least not losing lives isn't the biggest deal. No, no, no. Let's see if this does it. Yeah. Just one more hit. Got him. Pretty happy with how that went. Thank you. Okay, to change up, I'm gonna go to Cherry.
I'm no daddy's girl.
Hi, Shovel the Nine. Welcome to Streets of Rage 4. Yeah, every stage you get a discrete number of lives, I guess 3, according to Matigator. If you get extra lives, it's only for that stage. But there's also an arcade mode where you can kind of go through it with more stacking bonuses like that. If I lose all my continues, I go back to the beginning of the stage. I can change my character, and I think I can apply a retry benefit, like, you know, I don't know, extra lives or extra super, and it just cuts into my score instead. So it's kind of like those assist modes in the Neo Geo arcade games. What would you say is the best Shovel Knight character to get a campaign? I mean, Shovel Knight. I think Shovel Knight is the best character to get a campaign. That's why he started it all. But I would be excited for a Propeller Knight campaign due to his jumping mechanics. I'd be excited with a Phantom Striker campaign. I think I'd also really like a Mole Knight campaign to really dig into all sorts of digging mechanics. So Cherry's cool because she can run. And so if you're hot on the heels of one of them sprinting brawlers, or Streets of Rage 3, etc., then you get all that double tap fun. It's also just a lot more aerial in terms of doing these cool head hops, doing these guitar slams. So she's a lot of fun. It's good stage work too, since I think I have a lot more surface. I like that they kept with, obviously the run's kind of an outlier, but in terms of everyone's specials all being consistent, the same inputs, makes it easy to switch between characters and learn a new one without being, you know, quarter circle driven or anything like that. Thanks, Streets of Rage, for providing another option. Oh. After my third jab, I realized I was not going to connect. Grabs are invulnerable at a certain point, so that's nice. Alright, I need to get rid of these kicks. I am not doing a good job. I think I can tap these for explosives. Yeah, that's probably what I should have done. I know him. I'm off to... This might be a retry stage. I might be a little more used to the powerhouse characters at this point. So, Iron Fist over here. Nice try. Whoop, 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 whoop. See if I can set up a grab. I saw it coming. I tried to set up a special, but it was not gonna stop Big Ben. Yeah. not want to be on the side of the room where the enemy spawn. Alright, what you got? Nothing. You got nothing. Got a pipe to the face. We are really running out life deficit. And now we are out. Alright, I'm not doing super great on El Kabong, so I'm gonna keep advancing.
These guns are ready. Are you?
Speaking of powerhouse. What's up? Nope. Yeah, Floyd's outputting damage for sure. I need to get used to some of the... There we go. I need to get used to some of my options here. No, no, no. Not that one. I don't know. I respect their choice to focus on different archetypes and characters that don't necessarily all run. I think we encountered similar on Double Dragon Neon, and we made, for that game's pacing, we made running have a big startup, so it's something that you're not just executing mid-level. I think once you introduce a double tap run that you can like cancel into and cancel out of, that's really going to be what you're just doing the whole time, and that's cool. There's lots of brawlers that focus on that, but so at that point you got to speed up all the characters, or you got to have ways for them to catch runs, and then you're kind of thinking about different things and not all the attacks at neutral. So there's lots of different options. It's cool to have variety. I don't think Floyd's going to be the one who sees the boss in this run. Might have to go with a more classic. Welcome to Pipe Boat. No. Also, I am playing on the hard difficulty, so if you're new to Brawlers and this is looking too much, don't worry, there are other options under this. Clearly, I should have picked normal. I gotta use grounded more. No face cam today, but I'm here. Wanted the... I don't have a green screen set up, and so I didn't want to minimize the... Okay, luckily with a grappler character here, the spike wall behind me, I I can do lots of nice, effective damage like that. Okay. So actually, I'm a genius. I picked the right character for the job. Oh, I'm supposed to be throwing people at people. Oh, I see. Great. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, piece of cake. That was awesome. It definitely felt like I had the strength of a grappler on that one. What was the one I played on Switch recently? It's like Return of the Ninja Warriors. We played through that on co-op. That was awesome too. That's speaking of games with unorthodox input, that one feels like a puzzle at first in terms of what it's asking and how your character plays and controls. Oh, I quit out. There we go.
Bring it on.
But it was so satisfying to get it all together. If you guys haven't seen that one, it's real interesting. It has throw-in. It's only it's a 2D plane grappler, so you can only move left and right. But it's pretty fun. I recommend taking a look. I think jump is on like a special command at first, so and not every character can jump in that game. Period. And so that already sets the pace. Yeah, it's a classic arcade game, and I think originally called Ninja Warriors, and it's called Return of the Ninja Warriors. Not a super great name, but as far as 2D brawling games go, it was a real interesting puzzle. Got hits here, getting into some. Love it when there's stage hazards in the Brawler. Speaking of Double Dragon Neon and Double Dragon, yeah, down you go. Oh wait, I should be doing bat in the middle of the wall. Yeah. Perfect. Oh nice, yeah, the beat 'em up. Capcom's beat 'em up bundle is great too. Which one are you playing recently? About time to think about grabs. What do you got? What do you got? Strong attack. Strong attack. Strong attack. I need to start putting characters in pits. It's adding up too much. In you go. Okay. There you go. I'm in this pile of characters. Let's do a clear. Get out of Shield Town. Whoa, I didn't know that's how she attacked with a knife. That's great. Okay. Let's just lame it out. We got plenty of weapons here. All this food that I could have used. Oh, but it turns into 1-ups. Great. Okay. Is there anything back here? Nothing? Okay. Alright, game. I trust you. Go Arrow hasn't failed me yet. Scott Pilgrim's great too. Yeah, I remember we all played that around the Way Forward offices when it came out. It was good times. You can go to the arcade in there? Oh man, okay. I'll have to try it out next time. It did seem to call a lot of attention. I thought there would be some kind of gimmick like that. Even if it was just playing a classic sound effect. Right, wake ups. You got what you got? You got back in, that's what you got. No, just like... I know what's gonna happen, so I'm cashing out. Yeah, still took a little bit. Just like in one. Later. Classic stage. Ugh. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Backup requested.
Am I upgraded for 2 rounds? Oh, okay. That was a bad calculation on my part. Nope. Dr. Casey, D. Casey Jones, you cannot play the old games. However, there are, because this is in a trailer for release, so I hope I'm not spoiling anything. You can play classic characters in this game. So it's the pixeled characters exactly with, I imagine, slightly tuned but probably pretty faithful moves. So you can play as Pixel Blaze or Pixel Axel. Max, I believe, is in it. But not the old circuit levels or anything like that. I can't go to some cool theme park and fight aliens. Yeah. I like that. I like the slowdown and holding on a frame. I always want to get a new frame in every time. Oh, nice, Rango. So you played on Virtual Console on Wii, and that's how you first started playing, I guess, Streets of Rage or Brawlers in general. That's great. All right, let's give Cherry another go now that we're. Oh, sorry.
Cherry Hunter.
Whenever I stream, my dog gets really nervous. I guess because I'm never in this room just talking loudly to no one. So she's investigating and seeing if everything's okay. Yeah! Ah, jeez. Oh, great. But Eric switched my character. Alright, well, that's okay. Implied threats of violence. Let me just start by putting myself in between two enemies. That's how brawlers work, right? Status ailments. Whoa. It's like I'm really playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. Okay, now I'm definitely playing Double Dragon Neon if I can throw flasks of poison. Okay. I think I'm doing a little better. You think that turkey will poison me? Guess we'll find out. Nope, that's just lit turkey. What do you got, Iron Fist? Love all the lighting effects on the illustrations. It's real cool to see more and more combinations of dynamic lighting in traditional illustration. Just like in Skullgirls too, which is really excellent. I wanted to do the neutral special. Alright, so I have questions for the chat then. If you were trying to get someone into Brawlers and they were going to play just one game to see if they liked it, what game would you recommend? What's the perfect intro game? That was not smart, but I want that star. Oh, it's cool. Oh, okay. Poison is just rally health, so I get it back by doing bonus. That is real fun. See if I can get her in a pit. Nope. X-Men Arcade, that's the penultimate, or the ultimate? I don't think I've played X-Men Arcade, actually. Phantom Breaker, Battlegrounds. I think I have seen that one, but I've not played it. I think I have a friend on Steam who has booted it a few times. Oop. I heard good things. Sure, I switch sides on that combo. Screw it. Let's get out of here. Oh! I thought it's a nice left to right clear. I'm good. Right, Phantom Breaker, that has like, what, like a Steins Gate character in it? It's like crossover like that? That's alright, I don't think saying X-Men is your favorite as a kid, but it doesn't have super amazing gameplay, I think in some respects the simplicity of brawlers is what's appealing. When you boot one up, you know you're clearing the screen and going right, and so a little bit can go a long way, especially if it has charms in other ways, whether it's the character cast or the music. And then there's still plenty that are more, execution heavy. Okay, I need to. All right. Maybe grabs. Great. Yeah, Turtles in Time I think still really holds up. I think it sets an expectation for the levels you end up going to in a good way too, in terms of its variety. I love in Turtles in Time how bosses one boss health, how it stacks up. I like the boss flashing when it's near death. A lot of that creates like a real simple, straightforward, but like fun tension. That is real excellent. Whoop, back in I go. Oh, guess I picked the right time to bring a guitar. Let's get some more uses out of these weapons. Thank you so much for revealing that turkey. Did I miss anything? Nope. Okay, I came out of that a little ahead. Yeah! Is this also, can I... presented with no additional context? Hey, I know you. Two picks, what a country. Alright. 1, 2. Oh. 1, 2. Can't get back to him in time, but I'm giving him too much space. That was my fault. Should not have super armored that up. Okay. 1, 2. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just got down to 2 dodge. 3, 4. I feel like I'm doing a poor job hit confirming what I need here. I don't think ads is gonna make it easier. Let's get some health. This is looking like a retry. I'm sure there's a turkey up there, but sorry. But I do have a new character, so maybe Adam has a say in this.
Adam Hunter.
All right. I think I'm least skilled with Cherry. I think once I can run, I think I'm getting into worse situations. Oh, but hey, check this out. I got a little Street Fighter Alpha style dodge or dash up. Great. Let's see. I think he's kind of like a medium crap. Okay, do a real core here. Oh, okay. I can do attacks out of the dash. That's fun. I like that I can vary up the distance of it. Yeah, okay. Seems to have some cool options going. I think I could do a running. I thought I could do a suplex out of that dash, right? Oh no, but it looks like I switched sides. Maybe right now. Going turkey. Extending my chance. Blah. It's a complicated level blade. New ropes. Come on. Let's see. Can I really get out of this? Not take one more hit. Wow, I did it. Technically. Let's get off that. Okay, so only Blaze gets the attack. Nice. That's a pretty good jump back. How did I do that? Okay, so jump. I love comboing and toxic switch. Thought I was at the Z-depth. Buddy. Let's see what this does. Great. Power keys here. Well, might as well. One more screen is one more screen. some health. It's their favorite combo. No! Okay. Alright, I'm not cool enough for the advanced characters. I'm gonna give it one more go with a familiar one. I refuse to use an assist. Let's try one more time, please. Back in the sewers. Or if anyone has the PC version, you could always join via NetPlay. Hopefully it still streams okay with the additional network. Call it support. No, he's no jump. He's no jump guy. Poor start. Let's see if I can get through it. Harsh. Extra lives too, so. Alright. Oh, guess I left something back here. Sweet. Hey buddy. You scared? Hey Blake, welcome to the stream. You don't have to sweat it at all. It's cool. Everything's totally alright. Glad you're feeling in a better place right now. I was trying to use a different move. Really goes downhill at that fight for me. Is there anything else that can be hidden in here? No, that's it. Just an intro zone. Alright. Let's try not to lose a bunch of health to sugar and caramel. Or honey. Honey and sugar. So many ads. Yeah. There's good. No hit that. Get back over to the way, where the weapons are. Okay, got an extra life and a screen clear. See if we can turn this into... See if we can turn this into a stage victory. No. Nope. 2. 1, 2. Now. I guess I should just go on Z to... There we go. One, 2. Yeah, okay. I was running too much on X. Should be running on Z. Oh, but also grabbing. Wake up attacks. In my Brawler game. Should probably be converting that to a little more damage. I know if I cast specials, I'm gonna get hit out. 4, 2. Right, now he's in fort mode. Let's see if we get some food. deal with these characters at the same time. For combo. Okay, putting points on the board here. Steven, welcome. This game's great. It's been delightful. I agree with you. Oh. Yeah. That's not... Am I out of food? I already got an apple and a turkey. I'm probably getting greedy. But continuing into the bike pile. 1, 2... Alright, got one more go. Nope. No, we got... Yeah, alright. Triumphant. Yeah, Mr. Miyagi, this game supports 2 players online and 4 players locally. I think there's some cross-play, but I don't know between what platforms and how, so I couldn't speak to that. I'm gonna stick with Blaze, that's been working out. Boomerang's a good add in a game where you add a weapon catch system, of course. Hopefully I can apply everything I've learned. Just out of range. My awesome combo. Oop. New fighter has entered the ring. Oh. Block weapon. Oh, block, la-di-da. Mr. Martial Artist over here. I like the little theming of the characters holding weapons appropriate to the area. Alright. Bad entry. Health placements feel pretty adequate, pretty good, pretty generous. At least I'm playing on hard right now. And I don't feel like I'm getting super punished for getting hits, for taking hits mid-battles. There's been some nice recovery moments. Doesn't feel like every hit's going to add up in a big way by the end of the battle, at the end of the level. I can sort of take a few scuffles. I'm sure in 2-player, 4-player especially, I imagine it's not health share or anything like that, so I'm sure it'll feel a little more constrained and more cautious. As long as you're playing with communication. Took a lot of health on that. Alright, what's going on in this corner? I don't like it. I don't like this corner. Okay. Whoop. That's my opening move. Oh, we got a badass. Looks like, yep, okay, I thought that was maybe. Nice music there, that's fun. Okay, that is a counter. I don't have time to do back grab. But I guess I'm supposed to be grabbing? No. I'm just gonna do a little jab to tick. Okay, can counter that too. Are there any other beat-ups where you can catch weapons? I believe River City, in its many iterations, has a lot of weapon bouncing and catching and re-throwing for sure. But it's tough because there's a lot of collateral damage if it bounces back at you. Since an active spinning weapon is a hazard. Yeah, Matigator, I really like the implementation of the health recovery. I think it might be a little tough for... It's tough, I think, for new players if you're like, you know, just dipping your toe into brawlers. The idea of spending your health on a move is already pretty expensive, but now also spending it and feeling worse when you get counterattacked. It definitely will be a little bit of a mental hump to get over. But I think once you start getting a feel for the enemies, and when you see like a big turkey sitting there on the ground, you're like, okay, I can afford to take some risks. I like it a lot more than like a meter for a brawler, since that was not a good use. At least in this context. I have too many weapons I need to clear. Wow, I'm just losing all my lives right here. Let's get a weapon. Alright, let's all calm down here. Bummer. I don't think I diffused that room properly. Let's give it another go. Look at that, another try. This level seems a little more recent. That room was not a good room for me. Can I do a dashing release for this? Yeah. I can actually. That's for that. Okay, so I think if I stun him, I can switch sides, then grab, then do the grab attack. Nope, nope, nope. Oops. That was not the move I wanted to. Well, whatever. Should be a turkey right after this wave, so I'm just gonna hold on to this. That is a solid wall. There we go. You already said that it was Shovel Knight and Mega Man 9 that got you into retro gaming. That's really awesome to hear. We occasionally have heard a few stories like that where someone's like, I played Shovel Knight and then I played Castlevania 3 for the first time. Or even and since a big part of our mission is just to shine a spotlight on some classic games and what we love about them, having that kind of just building a bridge like that is really cool to hear. And what Inti Creates did with Mega Man 9 is so wonderful in terms of returning it, Mega Man 2, I don't know, just really bringing Mega Man, hit and reset, really polishing up a real cool core new Mega Man experience like that. I think their work on that really paved the way for us to even make a game like Shovel Knight, where it's like a new retro experience. Thanks to just the putting that idea in everyone's head. Sorry, I'm not talking super great while also losing all my health. In short, Mega Man 9 is real cool. No, losing life, not so cool. There were so many apples and I lost so much health. Yeah, now the screen's full. I needed all those lives for the pokey room. I like that his grab sets up more things. Oh. At least that was a little better. Alright. Let's try not to let this room get ahead of me. Nope. That's exactly when it gets bad. That's not gonna hit. Okay, there we go. Nope. One of those for points. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more go. I feel like it was fine with Adam. Maybe Floyd will do it. No, I'm just gonna get hit. Do one more blaze shot. One last go. Embarrassing. Don't hit me. Thank you. No. You just got the Mega Man X1 through 4 collection. That's awesome. So you're playing it through the first time. Have you started it yet? Are you midway through any of them? I only had X1 growing up on Super Nintendo, and I think I played X5 a little bit. So when that collection came out, it was like finding a bunch of, it was finding like a whole treasure trove of bosses and stages to play through. It was really cool. I never knew that there was a Mega Man X2, for instance, that had that was still like in the same Super Nintendo sprite style. That was a delight to play. And we have a Morgan at the office is a huge fan of 4. That was his absolute favorite of X4. That is. X2's kicking your ass. That's good. It's a bit, yeah. That one's definitely amps it up in a few ways. X1's definitely still beautiful though. Such a great single experience like that. All right, okay. Took some bumps, moving along. Night Swing. This plays remarkably. There's a lot of carryover between Streets of Rage 2. Also, I'm playing on hard, so there are other difficulty modes to easy into it. I'm also on stage 6, so there's a little bit of an escalation. Aaron, that's great. That's cool that you're playing through it a co-op too. That's the essential arcade experience, or console arcade experience, since this is arcade inspired, but this Streets of Rage is a console thing. Very exciting that we live in that the industry is at a place where we can see new entries like this. And Guard Crushing Lizard Cube knocked it out of the park. Wonderful. can't believe we got like Sonic Mania, Streets of Rage 4, all in like feels like such a short span of time. Oh, you're on mobile. Right. Ah, I see, I see. Yeah, that makes sense then. Well, it's cool that you have access to SOR 1 and 2. It's kind of a big ante. Got some health back. That's cool. I've had a lot more time, so I've been replaying Final Fantasy VI, which is probably, I don't play replay games too often, but that's probably the one RPG that I go back to every now and again. I am currently in the World of Ruin, freshly, so kind of sizing up when I'm attacking in that tower. Are knives more effective against this guy? Can you counter knives? No, he cannot. Oh, yes, he can. Okay. Put a trap then. Good grab. I'm the best. I've also been playing Grand Blue Versus Online. Speaking of punching and throwing, that's been fun. Don't fight ice cubes. Night swing. Okay. I have 2 clears and an extra life. I should be able to do this. No. I've got to stop grabbing. That puts me in a real bad situation here. Should probably get an extra life before this. No. No. Not like this. Nope. Okay. That's pretty good. You beat Super Metroid on Switch for the first time? Congratulations. You should love it. Okay. Am I in a spawn testing gym? Alright. This game can hold a lot of sprites on screen. I think I did it. Unless they're gonna spawn even more. Yeah! I'm the best! Well, that's on me. I was trying to get close enough to hit both of them with one. Well, it's alright that you don't enjoy Super Metroid. Do you enjoy games of that ilk? Do you enjoy Hollow Knight? Do you enjoy Symphony of the Night? Or do you enjoy more linear adventures? Yeah, Samus's jumping definitely has some nuance to it. I can see that. If that's a deal breaker, I understand. I enjoy having a little bit more mastery over the jumps. I don't really enjoy Symphony of the Night style, like Alucard's like aerial mobility is a little too free-flowing sometimes. Okay, I'm losing all my life. It's fun to play like a La Mulana or something every now and again where you have a super fixed jump or real particular platforming. Alright, I lost all of my resources. Axiom Verge, also great. Whoa. Okay. I tried to get to the apple. I tried so hard. Yep, controller. Alright. I think we're going to call it there since it's rounding out. There are multiple stages ahead of this too, so. That was the hard difficulty. I did okay. I could do better. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And I hope you enjoyed taking a look at Streets of Rage 4. Available now. Also, yeah, I hope you're looking forward to what Yacht Club has in stores, because we got lots of stuff in the pipe. Remember that company? Yeah. Alright. See you later, everyone. That was a pretty poor sign-off on my part. Bye.